Hello, my lovely souls, my wise women in the wellness industry. Welcome to another episode of Her Wellness Business Empire. I am your host, Dianne Reyes, and I like to think of you as your guide on this path, this empowering journey. That is my goal. That is my gift. That is my passion. So I hope you hang around long enough to learn some of the wisdom that I want to impart on you in your wellness business, because I've been doing it for over 20 years and I love it so much. Today, we're diving into the profound wisdom of the metal element in traditional Chinese medicine and how its characteristics hold the key to unlocking the full potential of your holistic business, your practice. First and foremost, this might seem a little bit random, but I need to remind you of something really crucial. You are already enough. Your unique essence is a gift to the world, and there is no other one like you out there. So that is enough. And I want you to just hang on that thought, because I'm going to break that down a little bit more, because I think this idea of enoughness or unworthiness, well, first of all, it's a huge part of the metal element of Chinese medicine, but I also think it's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, blocks when you drill things all the way down. I think it's the biggest block of why someone feels stuck and doesn't move forward in their wellness business. Okay, so I want you to just kind of pin that idea, and then I'm going to go circle back around towards the end about this concept. So in the world of Chinese medicine, we often look to the seasons and the elements as guidance. So autumn, at the time of this recording, it is autumn. But look, these concepts can be used all the time. Autumn is ruled by the metal element. It teaches us about self-worth and value. It helps us to discern what truly matters and what we need to let go of. So now let's explore some of the key qualities. We're going to go over 6 of them of a balanced metal element that can be transformative in your holistic business. So the first one is about cultivating healthy self-worth and value. This is your foundation. So recognize the immense value you bring to your clients' lives through your expertise. You are an invaluable source of support and transformation for them. So this value is, it comes from your self-worth, but it also comes from the values that are important to you in your life. So often those values are, the similar values are what you attract into the type of clients you attract in your life. But value is also about, if so let's say you have a coaching program or a course, what is the value that you're bringing? What are your values, and how are you valuing your time? So it's kind of a big concept, but know that it's pretty foundational. Your value, your self-worth. Number 2 is setting, oh, this is good. Setting and upholding healthy boundaries. When you think about the metal element, it's really about cutting through and really discerning, letting go of, and we're going to break that down a little bit more, but having a boundary is like drawing that line in the sand, cutting out what does not work for you, and being very clear and having healthy boundaries is super important. Boundaries are your allies. They protect your energy and ensure you can consistently give your best to those who you are meant to serve, not to mention your own well-being. Integrity. So integrity is another important aspect to the metal element. Operating with integrity. That's number 3. Integrity is the cornerstone of trust, right? So then trust becomes part of the metal element, trust. So you need to uphold those values that you've created and really let them shine through in all of your different interactions, right? So integrity needs to be part of everything you do in your business, whether you're working one-on-one with a client, whether you're working in a group, whether you're doing your marketing, are you being your word to yourself? That is like the number one integrity piece, is that you're saying that you're doing what you said you were going to do in your business, in your life. How you do one thing is how you do everything, right? So integrity is a huge part of this metal element. And then number 4 is what we've kind of already talked a little bit about, is exercising discernment. Discernment, think of discernment as your compass. It guides you in refining, and that word refining, that's so metal element, like refining, purification, letting go, but refining your offerings in your business, ensuring they are as effective and impactful as possible, discerning like what is the best use of your time, discerning the types of people you choose to work with, discerning, right? You can't be everything to everyone. It's so important to discern who it is that you get to work with, choose to work with, right? That's your discernment. What is aligned with your integrity? What is aligned with your values? This is where, guess what? Embracing healthy detachment. Passion fuels us, right? But healthy detachment allows us to let go of what no longer serves our mission. This really creates a space for new growth and new opportunity. So healthy, or I like to call it serene detachment. That's to trust that everything works out for us, right? Even when something that you think is happening that's bad or not working out, we have to really detach from that outcome, be discerning, and trust that there is something there for us, something better. If something doesn't work out, just trust that something better is coming, right? I think we always look back and we see those times that were disappointing to us, that they were actually the biggest gifts. So every time there's an obstacle, think of it as an opportunity. Change that word obstacle to opportunity. What is the opportunity for us? Number 6, mastering the art of letting go. Woo! These all kind of work together. I'm sure you're seeing a theme here. So I love to think about Michelangelo when I think about letting go, and I think about value and the gems. This, what Michelangelo did when he created the statue of David, he basically said, David, that's the gem, that's the value, that's the gift, was already there. His only job was to remove that which no longer served the David, right? So it's removing that which is not necessary to allow that David, your gifts, your value to come through. So, like metal element sheds the old, be willing to release outdated methods or beliefs that no longer align with your vision and trust that when you're letting go of that which no longer serves you, you're creating space for something better to come along, something that is aligned with your value, your integrity, and creating value for those who you serve. I mean, this is even going to come in when it's time to price your product, your coaching program, or your course. What is the value of the transformation? When you're working with somebody's health and well-being, and their lives have been transformed because of the gift that you're bringing, that is a priceless. You're bringing back life to their years, joy to their years, energy to their years. So always remember that there's so much value in what you're creating. And also remember, there's an imbalance. Imbalance can manifest in Chinese medicine and working with the 5 elements in an excess or deficiency. So watch out for those different signs of rigidity, which is more that excess condition, like really stiff and stuck, right? You're not moving. Or self-doubt. That is more of that deficiency, like not having enough of that metal element energy. And you need to just recalibrate, just be aware. Awareness is half the battle, if not more. So balancing a excess metal element so you can, which is again, that rigidity, like when you're feeling like stuck or frustrated. I think when you can express appreciation and connect with your community, that's helpful. Release the grip of perfectionism and embrace the beauty of imperfection, because that is an illusion. This perfectionism keeps people stuck. It keeps them from moving forward. It's very rigid, right? Like think about excess metal, it just does not bend. So that is not going to serve you. So be in gratitude, trust, and embrace the imperfection. Because if you don't, you're always going to be hitting a wall. And then balancing more of that deficient metal element is really about surrounding yourself with those who inspire and uplift you. Set boundaries with what drains your energy and focus on your accomplishments and the unique gifts that you bring. Breathe in confidence, breathe out self-doubt, breathe in opportunity, breathe out stagnation, breathe in the future, and breathe out the past. So let me just circle back to this idea of your I truly believe when people are procrastinating, thinking they have to get things perfect, when you're afraid of failing and what other people might think, when you drill down to why that matters, it almost always leads back to unworthiness. And I was in a coaching call recently with one of my coaches, and she brought up this great way of looking at this. And it was like, when you were born, what was the percentage of enoughness that you were born with? Right? Think about that. What was the percentage? Was it 50%? Were you born just 50% enough? Were your kids, if you have kids, born 50% enough? No. It's all this external conditioning and experiences, typically around, toddlerhood to middle schoolhood, where all these circumstances started occurring that started squishing your enoughness down, your worthiness down, and really creating your brain to keep you safe. So making decisions to keep you safe. Because these external conditions, experiences are external. They have nothing to do with you as a person. They have nothing to do with your enoughness. Nothing has changed since you've been born. You were born 100% enough, or you wouldn't be here. And those conditions externally that happened, we went into a mode that said, I don't want that to happen again. So anytime something might feel uncomfortable, where you're exposing something new, you're in growth, you're trying something new, that's when the brain says, this is not comfortable. Let's not go there because it's not safe. And so our brain is like trying to take care of us. But the truth is, there is no growth in that. It will never, that way of being will never help you grow in your business and in your life. You are 100% enough. You're more than enough. I don't even know what enough means. Enough. You're amazing. You're a gift. You are more than capable. And how do I know that? Because if you have a dream or a vision about your business and you can dream it, see it, think it, then you can achieve it. You are capable of it, or you wouldn't even be thinking about it. You wouldn't even be dreaming about it. You are capable. If it's possible and somebody else has done something like that, then you can too. I hope that makes sense. You're on a remarkable journey as a practitioner. And this metal element, these characteristics, just remind us that growth is a continual process of refinement. So embrace your innate value, set your boundaries, and let your light shine brilliantly. So thank you for joining me on this transformative exploration of the metal element. Remember, you are part of a powerful community of trailblazing women in wellness, and together we are unstoppable. And until next time, again, keep shining that light and keep making that incredible impact on others and on your own life. Take care.